So today we're going to show you how to make your own solar lights for your garden. Now you're probably thinking, wow, this is going to be really hard, but it actually isn't. A couple of things that you're going to need, and that is 2 exactly the same molds. And we've just chosen 2 plastic bowls from the plastic shop. Ultimately, what we're going to be doing is creating the 2 halves. They will then create a sphere which we will put on top of each other with the solar light that will be inside it. So it's very, very simple. All we're going to do to start off with is take a bit of any oil, and we're going to use that just to make sure as the releasing agent. That should do it, hey Garth?
Yep.
Yeah, you want to do that guy over there? Good to go there. Cool. Now, the most important part of this whole exercise is your solar panel or your solar light. Now, what we've got here is from your local hardware store. This is a solar cobble, traditionally used for when you are making cobble edging in your garden, so as a normal edging, or you would put it into steps. This is your panel over here, and then it lights up here. So we're going to take this very simple cobble and turn it into a feature as a solar light which will be in your garden. Most importantly, read the instructions, because in it is this little guy here. Did you read that, Garth?
I did read that.
Well done, Batman. So what's the story with this thing?
Tanya, the magnet's got something to do with the panel, that it'll just stop it from charging.
Okay.
Yeah, and the light won't come on.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's important that you take it off, because if you've put this little guy in your mixture and he's solid as a rock and you ain't taken this little thing out, well, there's no way you're going to charge this up come hell or high water. Next thing is that we are going to put a little bit of our releasing agent on top of the cobble as well. Lovely. He is going to go in the center of the bottom of one of the molds. He will just sit just like that. Garth, let's go and get that mixture sorted, because now that's all that we've got to do. We're using a very simple mixture, yet incredibly strong. Today we're using 1 part stone to 1 part river sand to 1 part PPC cement. And our measure volume is a builder's bucket. And we're also using a small stone, Garth. Lovely. Great stuff. What do you think, Garth?
Great mix, Tanya.
Nice.
Just what we need.
And sloppy.
Yep.
Thick yogurt. Ooh, gorgeous. Okay, let's get a bucket. How are we doing there, muscle man?
All right.
Good. Okay, we're good to go. We've got our 2 molds that are ready. Our little solar block or cobble is in place, making sure that it's as center as possible. And now what we need to do is take this, which is pretty runny mixture. I'm going to hold it over here, Garth, and you're just going to start pouring this in. There we go. There we go. That's the one. Move it in, making sure that it stays in place. Okay, release your hand. Ooh, a little bit more. Okay, what we want to do here is we want to agitate this mixture as much as possible. And what you can also do is take the edge of your trowel and just give it a bit of a tapping, or you could use a rubber mallet to do this as well. And then smooth off your top. Remember, the second one does not have the little cobble in it. This is going to form the other half of our mold. Okay, Garth? Good one. Same process, smooth it off. Try and get it as smooth as possible on the top. Remember, folks, when you're working with any kind of mold that's flexible, it's important that you're always working off a very level surface, because however you leave this baby to dry, well, if it's set at a bit of an angle, that's what's going to happen. And these 2 spheres are never going to join. Finish it off as smooth as you can. Final bits. Give it a wipe. because it is a bit thicker, it's going to take approximately 2 days to dry. That's important that you leave it. And how do you know when it's dry? When it's changed color. Alrighty folks, so these are 2 of the halves that we made earlier. 2 halves put together. There is the little solar panel, and you can see different sizes. We've got the medium and the large over here because we're wanting to use 3 of these in the garden that we're going to be working in. This is the 3rd one that hasn't been opened up yet. So Garth, you open that side and I'm going to hook this side off. And you'll see because of the releasing agent, away it comes. Dead easy. Absolutely easy. Only part you've got to worry about is your fingers getting stuck underneath here when you turn the oakie upside down. And we'll show you what it's going to look like. There's the one half. Garth, you're going to slide the other half on top. Beautiful, baby. Beautiful. Now, you're probably looking at it and saying, but ew, what about that over there? But that gets dealt with in a special way, in a very, very easy way. But the most important thing is that you put this and you do these finishing touches when these are in location. In other words, when you don't have to move them anywhere. So wherever you're going to set them in your garden, that's where you're going to do the finishing touches to them. And that's really important. But here we go. Small, medium and large. 3 awesome solar balls. And I'll tell you, if you had to put these on your verge, because you don't want people to park on there, if they had to drive into this, I never told you that, did I? So let's get stuck into the garden and show you exactly where we're going to be putting these guys. How's it, Garth?
Tanya?
Excellent. Good baby. What we're doing here is we've leveled out 3 sections. You saw we had made 3 of our awesome solar panels, and they are going to go as a feature. Lovely. Get her. Okay. What we've got here is a lovely slurry. This is like your favorite whipped cream ready to go on some strawberries. Except the strawberries in this case are the bottom halves of our solar panels. And all we're going to do, it's going to be like making macaroons, joining them together. You need the bit that's going to hold them. So we put a bit of the slurry. Yeah, pour a bit on there, Garth. That's the one. Pour a bit on. And that's just going to stick them together to make sure that if anyone even bumped into them, drove into them, goodness helps them, that they'll be okay. Garth, that should do it.
Yep.
Let's get the other half and pop them on top. You right there, Garth?
Yep.
Lovely. Ooh. Stick the baby on. And then just using your hand, if there are any bits that squeeze out, because that's what we want, you're going to take this and you're going to fill in the gaps where the 2 join over here. Simply beautiful, baby. The last finishing touch to these, to make them nice and uniform, is to give them just a bag wash with some cement slurry. Of course, you could become even more creative at this point. You could take a few pebbles, you could take some mosaics and start sticking them along here. So you know what? Anything is possible. We finished with the slurry work, and you can see that they've taken on a whole new organic look. Very rough, very textured, and that is going to work perfectly with the plants that I've chosen to go into this bed.